Yes, good morning. Shalom, Grand Rising. Kahala Yamlah, Yahaba Shem Yahushai. Had my ting on for a bit, you get me? So yeah, today we're just focusing on more on abs, like, do you understand? We're focusing more on abs today. We haven't got time for the whole 9, right? Because we haven't got time. Honestly, since I've healed up a little bit more, all praise to the Most High for that. I'm more like myself squeezing in calisthenics and ab sessions together in one. I'm trying to tend into more separated now because um, it's important not to overwork yourself. Okay, it's very important you don't do this. All right, so yeah, so now we're gonna add a bit more cardio into this. We're gonna add a bit more cardio into this. So yeah, now we gain a bit of mobility. It's important to shed some of those fat that's around the midsection, right? That's how you're really gonna get the total look if that's what you're going for. I mean, to be honest, we should have a strong core by now. Okay, let me just minimize. Loads of apps are open. All right, so we're more focused on getting an ab session done. All right, because this is something that we don't work on too much, right? So yeah, we want to get started as soon as much as possible. Yeah, just the number one thing you have to remember is you have to empty your mind. You have to be focused on what you're doing, right? You failed to plan, you planned to fail, right? And a lot of people plan to fail every day, right? Because they get here and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know their left from their right, up from down, right? Because it's stupid. It's stupid, right? So yeah, nice. Yeah. So we plan to get done 10 reps of 10 sets, but we're gonna see how we feel by 5. Honestly, we should conquer this, right? We should go through this well, okay? So it's important that you get the full range of motion as well. So yeah, let's get started. As you can see, by that set, I went for the full range of motion. Now, when you do that, you absolutely tear up the fat that's around your midsection, right? This is Eddie Valdodino X Opa Boom. I don't know what that means. Caprice Dean said hi. Yo, fair enough, fair enough. So that set was disgusting. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get get a second set done. So we're gonna do. Miss War TV, Miss Moi TV said, where are you? London. So with that said, how to really achieve this, you have to pull yourself up a little bit more. So you go from a hanging stance and you pull yourself up a little bit more. So you can definitely get space to move your legs at the bottom. And when you lift yourself up, you have to totally touch the bar with the front of your shins, right? So if you can't do that, it's all right. Just do what you can do. Lift it up as much as possible. What that does is completely eradicates the fat around the core. Completely gets rid of the fat. Gives you a stronger core, stronger obliques, stronger abs, stronger pelvis as well. So it's a total core workout. Let's get into the third. Amazing. Full range of motion. Also, don't forget, breathing is important. So on the way down, make sure you exhale. Your respiratory system has to be in full systems go. Okay? Block out the nonsense that's around you. That's got nothing to do with getting from A to B. Okay? That's the only way you're gonna get this done. Okay? So now it's time to have stronger core. A lot of people don't work on their core. Listen, the older you get, once you start working on your core, right, you become bothered to work on everything else. Alright, you become way more bothered, right? So if you can work on your gut, you can work on everything else, right? But it all starts from the gut. You have to wake up every day. What can I do? Even if it's a little push-ups, right? Push-ups helps the core too. It's a plank position. Don't forget to plank. I can't really plank right now because we're outside, but there's definitely some exercises we can get into. Okay. Um, that's three. Three was tough. Three was tough. All right. So yeah, let's power through this because we're only focusing on abs today. So let's get this done. Right. So it's always important to video yourself, video your progress, because progress is being made. Right. So once you video yourself, you can now understand, okay, this is my form. I really felt this one. Let me go back and look at this. Having a video analysis of your performance is so important. But if you can't do it, still go through it. You know what I'm saying? Still go through the journey. So it's good to work out with a friend, a mate, who's going to witness this. Okay, so it's important. Progress has to be studied, especially your progress. The only way you can get to your progress is even by watching others as well, right? So you have to watch the best to be the best, right? So that was the fourth. As you can see, my legs went really high up there. I couldn't get the whole 180 degrees, but hey, I could compensate for 120. I compensate for 100 degrees, right? So your legs just literally have to go above your head. It really gives you that total look, right? But you have to promise yourself to go through the journey. So we're at the fourth set, right? This is discipline. Discipline is the key, right, to that new life, to a better lifestyle, better upbringing, right? Making better decisions. Discipline is key. Okay, this is the fifth. Right, so those ones are a bit more advanced. Okay, so if you can't do those, we've done the first 5. The next 5 is what you can do, but it's very important not to swing your legs. As you can see, once you mount and go for the first one, you're definitely going to swing, but it's important to hold your nerve. Hold it. As soon as it's still, then explode. Then come back, then explode, then come back. Because if you use the swing, it might work, but that's not what we come for. We want for total control of your workout. You understand? So the next one is going to be for the slightly intermediate. So that's advanced, honestly. So if you can't do it, just do the best you can. But that one there, I feel it. Even though we don't have 5, it's good. We feel it already. Let's move on to the next one. Remember to stretch. Get yourself a good workout. As you can see, that one's slightly easier. That's the easiest one. Keeping your leg at a 90-degree angle. But as you lift your leg up, you have to move your buttocks out. Once you move your buttocks out, that's how you're gonna allow your legs to lift up. So if you don't do that, it's only gonna go about here, and you're not getting much of a workout. But what that does is completely shred the fat here. When I was looking in the mirror, the fat from the lower side is gone. Okay, we're gonna move on to a crunch. That's what's gonna help get you that total look, that total workout, right? The top of the core now. So this one, let's finish it. Sensational. So when you pump, it's important to stay consistent. Okay, stay consistent. Don't do 3 correct, 2 rough, then the next shaky. No, try your best. When you first start, you're going to be tired, right? You're still warming up, but by the 5th set, you should be awake by now. Okay, so it's about consistency. If you don't go for it, you'll never have known you could have burst past that, right? And you will be allowed to as well. Indirect sleep 23, 500 euros. For what? I understand. 500 euros for what? You can put that in my GoFundMe. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, anyways, let's focus on the real money. We're getting some money right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting a low battery as well. So this one is a task. Do you understand? So alright. We've done 3. No, we've done 7 altogether. We got 3 left. Okay, let's pump through. These ones should be harder than the others. Right, so that one was a bit harder than the rest. Remember, when you're out here, no one has been sent to motivate you, right? Trust no one. Trust nobody. No one has been sent here to cheer you on, to be a cheerleader. Everything you must do, you must motivate yourself, right? All through the spirit of the Most High. Health is wealth, right? We're down to our last set, right? Remember, people do this to compete. Nobody's your friend. If you're expecting a friend, bad luck on you, because it won't happen. Do you understand? So this video is out of charity. This is out of good deed. You don't have to do this. I could easily just go through this, right? But consistency, we said we're going to do something. We're maintaining a vision, and we have to now achieve the vision. We're staying visionaries for the vision we're trying to attain. All right? So when it's in your head, you don't know how you're going to get it done. You don't know where you're going to get the energy from, motivation, inspiration. But listen, you're now left to be that inspiration. How about that? It's now you. Now you have to say, my middle name is change. I have to be the change. Listen, what I'm talking about, I've gone past it. So that's up to you guys. That's up to you guys to get it done. All right. So because of battery, we're running out of battery real quick. And yeah, let's get the last one out of the way. Yeah. Okay. Now, however you get it done, get it done. However you done, get it done. Some people want to do 15, 5 sets, 20, 3 sets, depending on what intensity you're moving at. Okay, so this here, the reason why I went for 10 for 10, because we wanted to be as efficient as possible. We wanted to do the correct techniques and achieve the best type of results. So that's completed. So what this is doing is not more of the crunch. This is shredding the fat. This is the fat shredder. This is what gives you the shape. The one that we move into the last is going to be the core builder. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, so there is a pendulum one that I wanted to do, but because of time, we're gonna have to keep it moving. Remember, if you're going through an injury, right, really and truly, this is for those who have time on their hands. If you have time in your hands, it's important to come out here and get some fresh air. But hey, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be useful. You don't have to move a muscle. Okay? You don't have to do anything. You can be at home all day long, sitting down, doing nothing. No one's forcing you to be out here. In fact, that's a safe place to be. Okay? But what we're doing is being prepared. Be prepared for what the future holds. Okay? To move around. Right? To move around. Like carrying this anatomy around is not a game. Do you understand? Yeah, no. So it's not a game. Right? So you're gonna have to be as physically demanding as possible. Right? So yeah, going back to fitness. Now some people, they don't like doing cardio because it either affects their program, right? So if they're doing loads of bodybuilding, they don't want to do too much muscle work, all right? They don't want to do too much muscle work because then they shred out all that. Because you can shed muscle mass away by doing cardio, okay? But cardio is good for that total look, but effective cardio. If you want to do some cardio, right, I think if you want to do the stairs one, that's going to be more of a leg builder, and it's definitely going to shred the bottom of your core. Okay, so yeah, it's very key. It's very key, right, to work on the core totally. Okay, so don't be listening to what these guys are talking about. These other fitness experts and distractions. Don't be listening to none of that. It's very important. All right. So it's very important to listen to the program you got going on. It's sticking to your program. Have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to fail. You come out here without care. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to work on. This is the structure of organ. You're going to fail miserably. This is important to understand this, right? Have your plan, right? Because things will get decided for you anyways. Do you understand? Okay, so it's very important to keep this in mind. Have a plan. Have a plan of what you're going to do, a strategy, right? A structure to your workout, to your method. All right, so with this one today, we're probably just going to keep it 3. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it 3, okay, because we want to be as effective and efficient as possible. So this next one is another advanced one, how to make it easier, intermediate and a beginner level. Separate the workout. Don't do all of it in one, right? Because basically what this is going into is just blending 2 workouts into one. Well, 3 really and truly, but 2 workouts into one. Okay, so once you blend it in together, it becomes more advanced. But the best way to go through that is separate. Do this one separately, do 5 sets, 3 sets, 10 sets, however you can do, and the other one, same goes for that one. Okay, so yeah. This one is going to target the pelvis. This is called the pelvis. A lot of people don't know the name of the muscles that they're working out, but that's okay. We're here to learn. Okay, that's called the pelvis. Okay, this is like, as you're doing it, you're going down. Once you go down, you know you're not cheating yourself. By the time you come up, everything just goes like this. That's how it feels until it's shedding the fat. Remember, we were burning the fat down there, so we were doing more from base. So this workout, this video is more targeting the pelvis area. Okay, that one's getting worked. Okay, so nobody's building the muscle around the pelvis area. So sometimes when you got the pooch, it's a muscle that's underneath the fat. I know, because you really want it to look good, you want it to look shredded, but understand that muscle's building under there. So sometimes you actually done well. Okay, so that's number 1. let's go on to the rest. Right, I'm at S6U6K. Hello, hi. Okay, this one. Let's go. Yep. I really hope you could have seen that. I hope that you've seen that, because the way it's positioned, I need to make sure, right? So we're not there yet where we're like the gymnasts, where they can completely lift their legs up to the side easily. So we're getting there. But for now, it's important that you get a full crunch, right? So as you go down, you have to twist your leg to the side, right? That way you can work the obliques. These are called the obliques, right? The one that works the rear core is down there. That's the leg raises that we did, advanced leg raises. We're about to do crunches as well. That's definitely going to help the core, right? So don't forget as well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, dieting is key. What you ingest, the people you're around, the food you eat, the messages you put into your brain, is important. Okay, you have to be very, very, very mindful of what you're around, what you eat, right? If you are eating excessively, you know that you have to work out. You have to do some work. There's no avoiding this. You have to do some work, okay? You have to get work done. That's the only way you're gonna achieve this. If you sit down and eat, that's it. It's just like depositing money. You spend money all the time, you're not gonna, but you don't work, you're not gonna have money not too long from then, right? So it's important that you always stock, right? So by you working out, you're saving yourself energy for a rainy day, saving yourself inspiration, motivation for a rainy day, right? It's important to understand this, because nobody is going to hold your hand and walk you through this. Nobody's there for you. You need to understand this, okay? So this is the third one, right? The first one, I felt it because we literally came from an advanced workout over here, so I felt this one. So it should be easier, but hey, let's go through it. Yep. Sit. Yes. You need to understand, when you do this workout, you can't cheat yourself. You can't cheat. As you go down, your legs can't swing. There's nowhere for it to go. It has to maintain a certain position. Okay? So by the time you move up, all you're moving up is with your abs. And this, I don't even want to rest myself. This is going to completely shred the obliques. Love handles. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It's going to work. Okay? It's going to work. You have to give it time. These things don't happen overnight. Hold on. Now this is something that I wish I was doing from a young age, pre-prime years, right? Throughout the prime years we were doing some abs, right? But we weren't implementing what we learned from college in terms of dieting, nutrition, right? That mindfulness. But hey, the struggles of life to the point of trial, where you have to now show that you are trial and tested of this. You can go through this. No one is going to, nobody's there for you. You need to understand this, right? So you're going to have to go through this journey. Okay, don't forget to stretch as well, guys. All right, stretch it out, stretch it out. Okay, because yeah, it's all gonna lock up on you. Okay, so that's the realness. And you don't need much. All you need is 2 strong parallel bars. Strong. Inbuilt into the ground. Do you understand? Inbuilt into the ground. That's all you need. And gravity. Okay, and a sheer will to change. Let's do this. Hey. 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 So the ugly face came at a 4. Feels like a sprint. It should feel like you're sprinting for 100 meters. Okay? You look at athletes, you look at Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, Ryan Blake, Tyson Gatlin. These guys have good core. They need to have good core. They need to keep their the legs proactive. Your core is an essential part of your whole anatomy, top body and lower body. And that's sprinters. That's because I said this feels like a sprint. Okay? Breathing is important. Do you understand? Breathing is important. You need to breathe. Actually, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's the only way you're gonna get through this. That's the only way. Okay? So, we've done 4. Grueling. Grueling. But it's rewarding. Okay? As you notice, heavyweight boxers, they don't have great abs. Not really, except like Deontay Wilder. But that's because of his body physique, right? But it's important. Have an obligation to do this. You have to do this, right? You have to do this. You wake up in the morning, what can I do? Can I, even sitting down, sit down on the chair, tuck your legs into your chest. That's abs. You do that over and over a period of time, you're doing some abs. Do you understand? It's just about that contraction. If in my palm is a contraction, it's just about this. That's it. And you're going to be working it. You're going to be working it. So today we're not going to be doing any calisthenics and stuff. We're just going to keep it, you know what I'm saying, real basic. Because it's grueling. It's definitely grueling. You understand? Alright? So yeah, this is the last one. The last one. Then we're going to move over to the crunches. Right? I'm trying to do this before the hour's done. Right? Crunches are rewarding. And if you've been keeping up with the live, you understand what I'm talking about. So we started this about start of December. So it's all about December, January, February. So now we're going into the new year, essentially with discipline, not forgetting what we've achieved in the previous year. Okay? So it's important to understand this, right? So 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a lot is going to happen. Right? Some people, they know this, but they don't know how to explain it and to implement it. Right? So that's why I'm so grateful I went to college for sports, right? To study sports. Okay, let's get this last one. Now, if you see a lot of calisthenics athletes, they do something called an L-sit. What that does is burn serious fat. So even when you're doing it, hold on the twist burns a lot of fat, right? Because something's being contracted. Now your body has no choice but to tap into its natural cause, right? To find energy, to find stored energy, and use that to power, to burn this vehicle, right? This anatomy, right? So that's why when you eat, you build fat. And once you haven't eaten, your body now starts going into detox, starts tapping into other ways of supplying the body its nutrients. Okay, so it's very important to understand this. So yeah, we've achieved that. We've done the leg raises, advanced leg raises, normal leg raises. Now we've done the advanced twist. Now that's all going to get this area right here. That's the pelvis. Where the pelvis joins the obliques, it's going to shred this area. Okay? You can do cardio all day. That shreds fat. In terms of building the look, having a stronger core, you're gonna have to absolutely isolate these workouts. Because if you don't absolutely isolate these workouts, it wouldn't feel the need to move. Alright, let's go to the next one. One day we'll get to the 30 mark, but for now, be effective. This is the burner. This, all the full top pack here, crunches. There's crunches. If you can't do this, lay down flat on the floor, do your normal sit-ups, right? That's how you're gonna achieve that. That's for the beginners. And there's another one where people hang their legs up side down and do all of that, but listen, let's just stick to what we know. So we're going for 5. If you're gonna do 3, absolutely do 3, but we're going for 5. Okay, listen, at the start of the journey, middle of the journey, and then it's completely different exercises. Do you understand? So with that one, as you can see, right obliques, left obliques, core, right obliques, left obliques, core. 5 variations, right? We're doing that 5 times each. In total, 15. Okay, so what that does is absolutely burns the core, right? So if you happen to fast, let's say I fasted today and tomorrow, you're gonna see a massive change, right? You're gonna see there's gonna be a massive change. If you see Cyril Gane, right, the UFC fighter, he's got a great core. For a big guy, he's got a great core. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example. So yeah, let's go to the next one. You understand? quick, efficient, reliable, consistent, powered, resilient, right? These are the burners. If you go for 10 reps, you're really gonna feel this. Again, it's important to give yourself balance, right? Because you're gonna be overworking the top side of your thighs, right? You're gonna be working the top side of your thighs. So it's important to understand that you're going to have to balance. Now you must work the rear, okay? Right, so that's 2, we've got 3 left. What do you think I'm gonna do? What motivated me to get out here and do something about your fitness is being at home, eating all day, just eating. You haven't moved. When I'm in the house, when I'm indoors for about 24 hours, 36 hours, I gotta do something. Go out for a walk, some fresh air, what's left of it, of the fresh air. It's important. Do you understand? It's very, very much more important than sitting at home doing nothing. Okay? Like, serious. Life is not a game. Life is not a game. Alright, so we got 2 more. Right? Am I feeling it? Yeah. Is it tough? Is it painful? No. Why? Because we've already started a journey. Now it's up to you to start a journey. You start a journey, you get to that point where it becomes easier. Right? That's why we go through these exercises, tried and tested, so you can know what you're going into, what you're in for. Alright, let's get on. Just past the hour. there will be loads of lactic acid buildup on your thighs area, but hey, at least you know you're getting some quads done, right? So this is all aimed at the pelvis area. It's important to understand the names of the muscles you're working. It's important. With added cardio and good dieting, in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, there's no problem that you will not see some growth. Okay, it's absolutely guaranteed. With consistency, it's all well and true. You do it, feel good. Now it's about consistency, keeping that intensity up. Can you go through this day in, day out, week in, week out? Can you fund this? Are you bothered? That's the problem, right? And we're here to fix that. So it's gone 62 minutes. We're just gonna do that. Yeah, so it's important that you see out whatever you started. The reason why we go for 5 is because we still want to achieve that 10 one day. We want to get to the point where we're doing 10 sets, right, of the same thing. Now some people, that's why I moved it up to 15. Could have done 10, but you move it up, now it starts to get to work, and quick as well, right, and fast, right? So it's not a game out here, right? Don't let all the excess noise, nonsense around you, right, put you off. It's very important, right, that you stay focused on the task. Let's get this last one. Right, man, all praise to the Most High. Thank you so much for being here as well through this workout. Grueling, absolutely grueling. Yeah, I can feel it in my thighs as well. So yeah, as we conquer the workouts, we've done the crunches, we've done the advanced leg raise twists, right, talking about the dipping crunch leg raise twist. We've also done the advanced leg raises and leg raises, right? So we've done a total workout for the core. Now the challenge is 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Can you be consistent? Can you go through it when there's no one there, when it's dark, when it's cold? All right, so that's why we're making this video, so we can go through this together, right? Even if we don't go through it together, at least I've done my best to have an outlet there for you to tag along, right? So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. Shalom. Happy health and wealth.